Good morning, everyone, and welcome back. We are on day 4 here, hanging out at the beach, having us a good time, and maintenance was yesterday, so you know what that means. We got a lot to talk about with the new Pokemon that are in the game. We're going to go over everything we know so far, but first, because of maintenance last night, we've got to do our sleep report first and foremost before we do anything else. And yeah, let's go ahead and jump in, and let's see if we can get anything quite interesting for this sleep report. Hopefully so. I mean, we've got a few things that we do need. 9 hours of sleep, and there's a ton of slumbering. I don't know what's going on with my sleep lately. Anyway, of course, I say that like I ever know what's going on with my sleep. Do any of us know what's going on with our sleep? Drowsy power 1.5 times. That's going to be a pretty good score. Hopefully not too good to where we can't find what we're looking for. Again, looking for Quaxly, Diglett, Squirtle. Any of those all need to be ABB when we catch them, but any of them will be fantastic. 46.8 million is not too much. We did get the 8 spawns, which is the main thing that we're looking for. So I think we're going to be in a good place, but let's see. Let's see, no top bellies, which no surprise there because we already seen that, but there's a Wartortle, there is a Squirtle and a Quaxly. That's good. One of them, if one of them could be hungry, we'll be fine. So we've got Squirtle, Bonsly, Cleffa, Sudowoodo, Blastoise, and Wartortle, the entire family, Quaxly and Spiel. So no new sleep styles, kind of to be expected. Kind of to be expected at this point. I feel like those are getting more and more rare as time goes on. No, not the one I need to be hungry. Ooh, not good. Okay. Tell me we did not feed the Squirtle last time. Or the Quaxly. Okay. So, in this situation, leaks are actually more of a higher priority than the Cocoa. The Cocoa will be good to have. We do need it. But we need leaks more. We do have something that can manage our Cocoa for now. So we'll go ahead and make sure we get the Quaxly and hope that's an ABB Quaxly. And then we can try to catch the Squirtle and hopefully get an ABB Squirtle. But yeah, let's see. Quaxly, pretty easy. We knew we were going to catch at least one of them. I think this is a situation where we go ahead and use the Great Biscuit. We'll just use the one of them because it's close to a premium biscuit. And then we could just use 2 regular biscuits, and with any luck at all, which you know mine is non-existent, this will be a big hit. Hopefully. Nope, told you, non-existent luck. It is what it is. There's nothing we can do about it. It's gonna be even worse if it's all full. Of course, it's all full. Makes me feel awful. And yeah, you know what? 1 Pokebiscuit to the hungry Sudowoodo, just see if we get a crit cap and move on. Nope, just a regular hungry. Told you, my luck today is the worst. It is what it is, though. There's nothing we can do about it. All right, well, nothing else here. Am I really interested in catching? I mean, Spiel would be good, but I don't want to spend any more biscuits than I already have just for something that would be nice to have, but isn't a high priority. And then I will leave that Cleffa on the beach for somebody else. So let's go ahead and move on. Let's send out, you know what? We've sent out a lot of Quaxly candy lately. I want to send out Squirtle candy, but at the same time, I feel like maybe everybody has enough, but maybe not. I'm just going to alternate a little bit and send out a little bit of each. So hopefully it helps you. All right. How many dream shards did I get? Hopefully at least we got a decent amount of those. Ooh, 6,600 is not great, but it's not bad, I suppose. I mean, it's not great for Thursday, but we are also coming off of dream shard bonus events that really made it feel a lot better, but it is what it is. Level 14 in Bashful. Let's see. ABB, come on, buddy. AAA, I mean, it's not the worst. It's not the worst. We do already have a good AAA. We could use a better one, though. It is possible to get a better AAA than what we have already. Starting off pretty strong. Helping Bonus and Ingredient Finder S. That's pretty good. Helping Speed M, Helping Speed S, the fastest of all the Quaxlys ever. And Skill Trigger S. With a Bashful Nature, which is neutral, unfortunately. If it was Ingredient Finding up, might actually be worth switching. But, yeah. Not ingredient finding nature, just the one ingredient finder S, which of course we're gonna move on to an ingredient finder M. But yeah, not looking great, but could actually potentially outperform the Quackleval that I have already, which luckily we haven't invested in too much if this does end up being a huge difference in production compared to our Quackleval. But let's see, 42.4 versus 71.2. I mean, that's a pretty big difference, but like I said, the real comparison is against our Quackleval. Really, that nature is the only thing dragging this one down, I think. 104 compared to 67. That's a big difference as well. But if we're getting 67 at level 60 as just a Quaxley, imagine how much we're going to get as a Quackleval. So I think I'm going to hold on to this one to compare to the other one a little bit later on, because this seems like it could potentially be pretty good. I actually think it's rated PR-wise higher than the Quackleval I have already. I think that one's about 70. So this one could be better, but I definitely need to do a production comparison to figure that out. So while that finishes up, let's go ahead and check that out now that we've got them both saved. You, I still have not updated. You are no longer a Quaxwell, but then there's also you, the one we just caught. So let's make sure Quackleval and Quackleval as well. There we go. No further investments in either of them. Let's just see, both at level 30. Yeah, the new one actually does outperform just a little bit. Just a little bit. Let's make sure we got the set to 0. The level 60. Ooh, big time outperforms. That berry finding not helping out at all, but it does get double ingredient finder, but it has ingredient finding down. So with ingredient finding down, we can kind of, it's not exact math, but we can kind of say that the downside of the nature probably just cancels out the ingredient finder to where we have ingredient finder M by itself. Or maybe the other way, maybe ingredient finder cancels out the ingredient finding down. That's probably more accurate. So not bad, but if we were just to invest 1 seed, how much of a difference does that make? We were looking at 90 something before and now 112. So yeah, this is definitely the better of the two, I think. So not bad at all. A solid catch. Probably going to switch focus and invest in this one. We were only investing in this one because we really just needed soybeans. I think I only got it to level 30 or so, so not much investment at all. We still have plenty of candies, as you can see, to invest in this new one. But we may also hold off. I don't think I'm going to invest immediately. Just next time I need soybeans, I'll invest in this Quaxley if we don't catch a better AAA Quaxley between now and then. So, not bad. Let's see how it turned out. It's not finished yet, but it's almost done. Looks like it's going to be 83. Usually once it gets about to that point, you're pretty safe to call it. Helping bonus not getting as much of a buff as it usually does, so that's kind of interesting. I'm going to call this one at 83 for ingredient count A, but let's let this run in the background while we move on, because we do have other things to talk about. It might actually be about the same. It might end up being about the same, but I will update you when that one finishes. It is going to take a while, so let's just move on. Let's call this one 83 for now with helping bonus. So not too bad, not too bad. I-83 HB. That's what we like to see. All right, and helping bonus at level 10. Very nice indeed. Okay, let's move on. We've got things we need to get done before we talk about the big important news. 13,267 sneaky snacking, very nice, and that juicy double XP bonus for everybody on the team currently. Not bad at all. We're also at Master 3, so we get that incense from our mission. A job well done. Let's go ahead and collect our sleep points. There's going to be 700 of them, which is going to put us at a grand total of 5,020. So we got plenty of sleep points to work with for the rest of the month. Or to start off next month. Very well. Let's get our daily lottery, and this is going to be 15 more diamonds. That's what I'm talking about. Let's go. Let's go. All right. All right, before we get into the news, let's get breakfast up and running. Raiko, where are you at? I always like to click on Raiko first, just in case we get a skill trigger, which we didn't, which is unfortunate. Because then I don't have to go back and collect from everyone again. And then I like to collect from Jolteon, which unfortunately no skill trigger there for the same reason, except for whichever Pokemon it lands on. And we could just kind of do whatever now. So let's see, Vaporeon, not a double trigger. That is unfortunate. The skill triggers still have not been super great the last couple of days. But yeah, especially there, that's not good. All right, well, not doing great on the skill triggers today, but it is what it is. There's nothing we can really do about it. Let's see what we can make. Probably not going to be anything too crazy. Simple chowder, yep. Nothing crazy. Let's go ahead and cook it. We're not going to add more to the pot. We're only cooking to get a little bit of XP on it and to have something cooked for the mission. Yeah, I did break 1,000. 1,661. You know, it all adds up. It all adds up by the end of the day. Not bad, not bad. 1,600 from a meal. That's very strange compared to what I've been doing recently. Very strange. Okay, so breakfast out of the way. Let's go ahead and talk about the big thing that we all want to talk about, which is new news. First and foremost, we got new news, which is of course is just maintenance complete. Cool, maintenance is done. Thanks for playing the game. Good job, everybody. Update contents, preparation for new events, preparation to add new Pokemon, addition of the new relaxing sound Jigglypuff song, the adjustment to helper Pokemon's helping stats. We'll run over this real quick again. Raticate, its frequency has been shortened slightly. Kangaskhan frequency also shortened slightly. Same for Heracross, but Kangaskhan also has a carry limit increase. For Wobbuffet, the main skill chance has been increased slightly and carry limit increased. And the same for Slacking, carry limit has been increased, but its frequency has been shortened slightly. So good buffs all around. And then the addition of a new Pokemon search parameter. You can now search by specialty when searching for Pokemon in your Pokemon box. Also, other big update today, your capacity limit for the item pocket is moved up from 800 to 1,000. So if you are the kind of person that likes to keep that just maxed out at all times, you can max it out a little bit more. It's going to cost you some diamonds, but you could do it. And then also some text to Justified or Unified, and other small bug fixes and adjustments. Not bad at all. Pretty good update. All right, let's grab our community reports, and we are going to have 43 of them with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 that have doubled up. Very nice, very nice. We're hitting a pretty solid 17, 18 the last few days. Not bad at all. All right, now for what we're all here for. That Quaxley is still running in the background, which is why I said, hey, it's going to take a while. We're going to do some other stuff because, yeah, it's kind of wild. Anyway, we are going to talk about what we know so far about Rufflet and Braviary, because since they have changed the way that they release Pokemon about a month or two ago, we don't get all of the information immediately after maintenance like we used to. So we are going to talk about what we do know. And for now, we know a decent amount, but not everything. We will have to touch back on this again, but for now we know that Rufflet is, of course, under the slumbering type, which we did know. We knew that was going to happen. We still don't know what his specialty is going to be. My guess is still skill specialist, just because it's dropping during the skill specialist event week. But I may be wrong. They could surprise us and give us something else. I just think it's pretty likely to be a skill specialist. The ingredient and skill trigger rate, of course, are unsettled. We're not really going to talk about those. Just know that the numbers you see on screen are not accurate at all. They're just placeholders, so don't worry about that. It is going to be 5 hearts to catch, which is not bad at all. That means it's going to be pretty easy to catch it. And then the rest is pretty standard. 10 item capacity at base, 5 candies for transferring it to the professor. Pretty standard stuff. Again, only spawns on Greengrass, Siam Beach, and Snowdrop Tundra. So if you're going to hunt for it next week, make sure to go to one of those 3 islands. And then, yeah, let's go ahead and look at a little bit more, because here's the crazy part. It is going to take 40 candies to evolve, which is about standard for stage 1 Pokemon. But the thing that confuses me, and I don't know if this is to reflect the the high level that it evolves in the mainline games, or if it's because it's going to be that good, the stats are going to be that nice. You got to get this thing to level 41 before you can evolve it. So that Rufflet's going to be on your team for a little while. Level 41 takes a minute to get to, but it's only 40 candies, so it's not bad. It just is going to take a little while. So be aware of that. That's kind of making me think that it could potentially be a game changer, and maybe they made it 41, but it's also highly likely that it's just meant to reflect the high level that it evolves in the main series games, level 54, I think. So, yeah, I don't know that we really need to pay much attention to that level 41, but just know that it does exist. And on the islands, of course, we're going to talk about the drowsy power requirement that you need to find it and the ranks you need to be, which it actually doesn't look too bad. As always, the drowsy power requirements are the same across all islands, so I will only be mentioning those once for each sleep style. But on Greengrass Isle, you need to be Great 1 to see the 1-star, Great 5 for the 2-star, and Ultra 1 for the 4-star. For Cyan Beach, Basic 3 for the 1-star, Great 2 for the 2-star, Ultra 3 for the 3-star, and Great 3 for the 4-star. And then on Snowdrop, you need to be Basic 1, so it should be pretty easy to find at Snowdrop, realistically speaking. You only need Basic 1, and then 2-star, you need Basic 5, 3-star, Ultra 1, and 4-star, Great 1. Honestly, should be pretty easy to find it at any island. None of these are really that hard to achieve for most players at this point. If you have the island unlocked, you could probably pretty easily find Rufflet. However, the drowsy power requirement sometimes is a different story. So for 1-star, it's 2,090,000. For 2-star, it's 8,322,000. For 3-star, it's 35,796,000. And for the 4-star, it is 46,208,000. So it will take a little bit of drowsy power to find some of the higher ones, but not too bad. This still, I think, should be pretty easy to find, provided you get the slumbering type sleep. But, you know, other than that, shouldn't be too difficult. So, not too bad. Not too bad. And does give out a somewhat balanced amount of research XP and dream shards. They're pretty close to the same, but dream shards just a little bit more than research XP. Something I learned looking at the legendary beasts during the Christmas event was that these are not always the same, and sometimes they skew towards one side or the other. So I'm gonna start paying attention to that now. Anyway, let's talk about Braviary for what we do know so far. We know that it is, of course, slumbering type, same as Rufflet. Of course, has the berry burst, same as Rufflet. That does not change. You only get 7 for sending that to the professor. I'm also curious, if you find a Braviary, is it guaranteed to be above level 41 when you catch it? Or is it going to be closer to that 25 to 30 level that most evolved Pokemon are when you catch them? So that's going to be an interesting thing to think about. I literally just crossed my mind that this thing evolves at 41, but I think the highest Pokemon I've caught is level 29. So is this going to be a level 25 to 30 Pokemon if I catch one? Kind of interesting. But all the rest is pretty much the same. It is only 12 hearts to catch a Braviary, which is not bad at all. If it's hungry, instant premium biscuit, and even with just a regular bonus biscuit, the free-to-play biscuit, that's going to give you 9. So the bonus biscuit plus a great biscuit will take it home. It's going to be pretty easy to catch no matter what. I was thinking it was going to be 16 to 20, but no, apparently not. So that's pretty good. That's pretty good. All right. As far as finding the sleep styles, the 1-star on Greengrass is Ultra 4, the 2-star is Master 3, and the 4-star is Master 4. Then on Cyan Beach, the 1-star is Ultra 1, the 2-star is Ultra 5, the 3-star is Master 6, the 4-star is Master 1. And then on Snowdrop, the 1-star is Great 4, the 2-star is Ultra 3, the 3-star is Master 4, and the 4-star is Ultra 4. So still not going to be too difficult to find on most of these islands. You'll probably end up seeing a Braviary fairly easily, again, provided you get the slumbering sleep type. But for next week, we do have pseudo balance, so pretty decent odds that we're all going to see one at some point. But it is going to be very interesting to see just how good they are in practice. I know a lot of people are fans of Mimikyu in Pokemon Sleep, well, just in general, but also in Pokemon Sleep. So it's going to be interesting to see how Braviary falls into that category of useful versus not useful, or maybe it's a decent one and you use it because you like it. But I don't know. It's going to be interesting Gonna be interesting to see once we get, for sure, its specialty. And then also once the ingredient and skill trigger rates start to get solved. It's going to be really interesting to see where it falls in the meta. But for now, that is all that we know about Rufflet and Braviary. So quite a bit, but not as much as we would like. We will, once we get all this figured out, we will talk about Braviary and Rufflet again, and then kind of see where it's going to possibly fit in on teams. So other than that, let's check and see how this Quaxley's going. Still not done yet, but it is looking at 74, which is not the 83 that it was for ingredient count A, but ingredient count A is all I really care about because that's all it's got. So yeah, I'm not really too sure why there's a huge difference there. I mean, probably because soybeans aren't the strongest ingredient, but it is what it is. Anyway, I'm gonna let that finish out while I say my goodbyes, if it ever finishes before even then. But that's all I have got for today. So thank you for watching the video. Make sure to hit that subscribe button if you do enjoy these videos. A huge shout out to our ace trainers, Illusion, White, Husky Star, and JP. Thank you for supporting the channel, and big shout out to Illusion and White for getting to that 6-month gold badge. Very nice, good job. All right, if you want to support the channel, go ahead and click that join or subscribe plus, that's the word, join or subscribe plus button right below me, probably right now. And while you're down there, click the link to the Discord in the description box. Come join us, fill up your friends list, hang out with a cool community of people. And other than that, y'all have a good night. Let me know what you think about Rufflet and Braviary. And until next time, later, dudes. Still not done.